But the map is restarted here, and the key is in the red team now. Alright, so we are going to go live now. A new era versus Fanatics in Team Masters Team Cup 2014. First group stage match in Group I. And the lineups are for NEE, it's Noobs, Panda, CSR and Incensus. And then for Fanatics we have Key, Max C, Habby and Nero. And now we should go live. First round. And the first track is TMM 1 million by NRJ Set. With the world record being 36.31 by VSP Inferno. Very short tracks, but here we go, we are live in the first round. We're following Incensus here. Gets a pretty good start. Maxi though will take the lead for Fanatics, but he got four new era players behind him. Nero is up there, Key has made a mistake, also Habby. Maxi will try to get first here, but he got a lot of new era players around him and they will pass him too. Noobs takes the lead instead. Maxi now up to second, but Nero has gone up to third place. Here comes the last turn. Noobs looking to take first. CSR comes back strongly as well, but he only takes third. Looks like this is gonna be a round for a new era with Noobs taking first. And then Nero takes second, CSR takes third, Maxi takes fourth, Incensus takes fifth, Hobby takes sixth, Panda takes seventh, and Key takes eighth. So we have a zebra round. And it is a blue round, so a new era takes the lead. Again, point limit is 7. There's no tennis mode, and it's best of 3. But since it is a group stage, you will play all 3 maps. We have some lag here, I notice. Hopefully no player has disconnected. Oh, someone was standing still there. I think it was frostBeule though, who's not in this match. So let's just ignore that, and we are live in the second round. This time we have Nero in the lead together with CSR. Habby at third, looks better for Fanatics. Noobs a bit further behind here in the pack, and Nero gets a no drift. You see that often in this track. CSR in the lead, Hobby second, Incensus at third, Panda advances as well. Noobs up there, this looks good for a new era once again. CSR with a big lead at first, Habby at second, Max C comes back in the end, but it's not enough. Wait a minute, he actually managed to take second place there. Beats Noobs with 100. And I think frostBeule is lagging here. Alright, he is kicked now. So hopefully that will fix the lag. But that is another blue round. So a new era up to 2-0 here on the first track. So it wasn't enough for Maxi. It was a close round though. So Fanatics showing that they can do well, and we see an early mistake from Nero. And this turn here is very risky. You have to drive over the border to get a good line, and Nero makes another mistake. In the front we have 2 Fanatics players, Maxi and Hobby. Incensus and Panda joins them though. Close fight, but if Maxi and Hobby can take first and second, this might be a red round. Key is closing in here, and he actually will pass CSR. And Maxi and Hobby will take first and second. 36.63 by Maxi and 63 as well by Hobby. 2 milliseconds. No, actually they have the exact same time in the finish. But this is a red round. No, this is a draw. What? Key made a mistake in the end. He was ahead of both CSR and Noobs, but he made a mistake. So that's a draw actually, because the other 2 Fanatics players finished at the bottom. So I wasn't paying attention there. So it's still 2-0 for a new era. As we start the 4th round here, Nero in the lead ahead of Panda, then Hobby and Maxi. Looks good for Fanatics. Key has again dropped down a bit, but he joined late, so he was probably not that prepared. Here's Noob, he has made a mistake. Panda goes up to first place. Oh, almost got a no drift. Maxi with much wider line will get more speed. Overtakes him also Nero. This looks good for Fanatics for first and second. Nero will take first, 0.57, and Maxi 0.58. Nice times, and this time this is a red round because Key was ahead of Noobs. So Fanatics on the scoreboard, but still 1 point behind. And please keep it in English in the chat, please. Oh, Key goes too close to the wall. And also we see a mistake from Max C, who has done really good for Fanatics. Habby also makes a mistake. Horrible round for Fanatics here in the start. Instead we have CSR in the lead for a new era, together with Incessus and Noobs, top 3. Also Panda, top 4. Only Nero can do something about that. But it's gonna be tough. He goes up to second place. Might be able to take second, but CSR looks to take first. 0.63 by CSR ahead of Nero. Then we have Incessus, Noobs and Panda for a new era to make sure this is a very strong blue round, and they are up to 3-1 now. So good start for a new era here, but I think Fanatics can definitely play better than this. Depending on Key, of course, playing, he needs to play better than this. He makes a mistake, and also Habby makes a mistake. This is rough for Fanatics. 2 players down. Nero is also not doing too good, and it's again 1 Fanatics player surrounded by 4 a new era players. But then Nero comes back, and he goes up to 3rd place. Oh, but then Max clips the wall. Maxi clips the wall, and we're gonna have top 3 for a new era. Panda takes first, CSR takes second, and Incessus takes third. Noobs also with a nice 5th position. A new era now 4-1, and it's starting to look grim for Fanatics. They are making too many mistakes right now. Let's see here. Bit better perhaps, but we still have 2 a new era players in the front, CSR and Incessus. And then also Noobs and Panda. All the Fanatics players are dropping down here in the starting Key with his, I don't know, 4th mistake in a row or something like that. Not good at all. See if I can find Max C here. Also has made a mistake, as well as Nero, so only Hobby is up there for Fanatics, and it's not enough. We're gonna have an ace round for a new era. Incessus first, Panda second, CSR third, and Noobs at 4th place. All within, let's see here, 700s. Very good race from a new era, and they are up to 5-1 now. Only have to get 2 more rounds to win the first map. Unless Fanatics can find another gear here, it's gonna be an easy victory for a new era, and Max C crashes again. And also Key as usual. And we have Panda in the lead ahead of Nero. We've got 2 Fanatics players now in the top, but we got all 4 a new era players, so this is probably gonna be a new era round. Panda takes first, just ahead of Nero. Close fight, but then we have 3 a new era players, Noobs, Incessus and CSR. And they are up to map point now, 6-1. This could be the last round of the first map. And we see an early mistake from Javi here. Panda with a mistake there, he got a drift. Loses a lot of speed. Oh, and Nero hits the wall. This looks good for a new era. Only Key, which is surprisingly, surprising that he's in the top. Only Key is having a fight here with the other players, but then he gets a no drift. And this is over now. Noobs in the lead, CSR at second, Incessus at third. CSR with a mistake, Javi can pass him. But this is gonna be another blue round. So a new era takes the first map, 1 million, with a score of 7-1. So now we will wait for the second map, and I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. So a new era won the first map 7-1, and now the second map looks to be Co-Life by Heki. And the world record here is 36.35 by Big3 Neo. And we are doing some warm-ups here before going live. And this track is a bit harder than the previous map. Especially the end can be pretty difficult to find a good timing for. We'll see it momentarily here. Incenses, oh, he crashes actually. Let's see if CSR can do it. So yeah, you have to go up to this platform here. It's very hard to find a good timing with your drift. It's very easy that you get too wide of a line into the finish, and that will lose you a lot of time. Alright, so let's see if we can do one more warm-up and then start. Lineup is, seems to be for a new era: Incenses, CSR, Noobs and Iceman. And then for Fanatics it's Nero, Surd, Maxi and Habby. So we have some new players in the lineups for both players now. But yeah, a new era looked very strong on that first map. All four players drove solid times, and meanwhile Fanatics had a couple of mistakes, well, a lot of mistakes to be honest, from most of the players, and they couldn't really find that stability. Alright, good luck, have fun. We are live on the second track. New era currently in the lead with 1-0. Can't win the match if they win this map. But even if they do, we will still play the third map as well, since it counts into the group stage ranking. And this is Group I. We have 60 teams in total for this tournament, which is pretty good for a Trackmania 2 stadium, I would say. Okay, first round of the second track, Co-Life by Heki. Here we go. As we have Habby standing still or disconnected. Yeah, we have to restart this because Habby is standing still. So I don't think this round should count. Should end round it. So again, some problems here at the start. And yeah, the players are still playing here, but that round should not count since Habby didn't start. So the score should still be 0-0 here. So let's see if Habby is ready. He has rejoined. He is still not writing anything, so I'm a bit worried that he's still not on the server. Yeah, it seems like he is still not ready here. Yeah, I should probably kick him so he can rejoin. Yeah, now he is off the server again, so let's see if he's gonna rejoin for the second time. But it's not a good sign that he disconnected immediately after he joined the server. Okay, he rejoins again. Hopefully he will stay this time. Okay, he's ready. So we can start. Alright. So again, a new era, won the first track, 7-1. Which I should write down so I remember it. There we go. And now we will start the second track, which is TMM Co-Life by Hickey. The world record here is 36.35 by Beaks3 Neo. So Fanatics needs to win this map here if they want to get it to the decider third track. However, we will still play the third track since it is the group stage and it counts into the rankings. But of course Fanatics wants those 3 points, so they need to win this one to make that happen. Alright, following Hobby now. Looks like he is doing good here, no lag. But he goes way too wide in the start and is actually behind everyone else here. Also way too wide here. It's pretty much the theme of this track, that you need to make sure you don't go too wide through some of these turns. We see so many mistakes here. 2 Fanatics players and also one from a new era. One more. Oh, and Hobby and Nero makes the same mistake, goes too wide. And we have 2 a new era players here in the lead, Noobs. And then also Incensus, and they will take top 2. Then Maxi manages to sneak by and take third ahead of Iceman. Nero will take 5th place, and then CSR takes 6th, Hobby takes 7th, and Third takes 8th. And this means that a new era wins this first round, so 1-0. It's a bit hard to know what's going on in the race since there are no checkpoints, so I might miss when players make mistakes and so on. Here's CSR, goes up to the half pipe a bit and will fall out of this race. We have Hobby in the lead instead. Third goes too wide this time. Maxi has also made a mistake. Hobby still in the lead ahead of Iceman. Nero with a lot of speed can't take second. Here comes the ending. You want to not go too wide and Nero goes way too wide. Both Incenses and Noobs can pass him because of that. So yeah, that was a perfect example of taking the wrong, the last turn wrong. Going way too wide there for Nero. And this is gonna be another blue round. 2-0 now. As we start the third round. Fanatics once again with a bad start. Making too many mistakes here. Nero with a good turn. Also Serd looks good right now for Fanatics. Maxi at 4th place. CSR goes up to 3rd. Surge still in the lead ahead of Nero. Maxi with a lot of speed here. CSR though with a very nice turn takes 1st. This looks pretty close for everyone. Maxi will try to take 1st, but again goes too wide but gets more speed. However, it's not enough for 1st. CSR is gonna take 1st, 36.73, 200s ahead of Maxi and 400s ahead of Third. And we're gonna have another blue round. 3-0 now for a new era. That round was very close though. I think had CSR not taken 1st, that might have been a red round. And we start the 4th round now. We see a mistake from a new era player here. Iceman has dropped down. I don't know why that happens. Oh, both Third and Hobby with crashes here. Ah, Third comes to a complete stop as well. They are making late mistakes here. And CSR with a nice finish once again. Also in census, so they both passed Nero in the end there. 0.81 by CSR, 0.88 by Incensus. So Fanatics starting these rounds pretty good, but then as the track comes to an end, they drop down, and the New Era players are still standing. So 4-0 now. Oh, who was that? There was a Fanatics player, Hobby, with a very early mistake. Not good for Fanatics, of course. Oh, Nero mistimed that turn. Lost some speed. His teammate Maxi still in the lead, and then Nero mistimes the next turn as well. Yeah, we see a lot of Fanatics mistakes here in these last couple of turns. Maxi though still in the lead. And can he hit the ending? Yes, he will, and he will stay in front of Iceman. Sir takes third. Let's see here. Nope, this is another blue round. Because Hobby and Nero both finishes at 7th and 8th place. So there's not enough consistency here from all 4 players for Fanatics. They can do good in some of the rounds, but usually they have some of the players at the bottom. And you need all 4 players to play good here, especially against a New Era. Alright, we are into the 6th round now. New Era only 2 rounds away from getting 3 points in this match. Hobby is in the lead. Iceman goes very wide there, but does it nicely and gets a lot of speed over this long stretch here. Noob's in the lead ahead of CSR. Iceman at 3rd. Oh, Noobs with a bad ending, and Hobby comes back. Hobby can take first. He will. With a sick ending from Hobby, but it's not enough. We have Iceman at 2nd, CSR at 3rd, then Incensus at 5th, and Noobs at 6th, and that's enough for a blue round. So a New Era now up to 6-0 on the 2nd map. Only need one more round here to go up to a 2-0 lead. Oh, Incensus goes too close to the wall. Also Noobs with a mistake. So this could be a chance for Fanatics to get at least 1 point on this track. I don't think they can manage to come back here. There's no signs for that. But if they can win at least 1 round, that would be good. Nero is in the lead, but not for long. CSR with more speed. Also Iceman. If Iceman and CSR can take 1st and 2nd, this might be a draw. Maxi at 3rd place, but he goes too wide. And we have CSR and Iceman 1st and 2nd, and then we have 4 Fanatics players, so this is a draw. So still not over, still 6-0 for a New Era. But I think it's safe to say that eventually a New Era will manage to close out this track. Perhaps in this round. 8th round. Nero with a good start. Oh, Iceman crashes for a New Era. But where are the Fanatics players? They have still no mistakes. Maxi is the one doing the worst. Can he build up some speed there? Oh, we see a double mistake. One from a New Era and one from Fanatics. Hobby still in the lead. Nero at 2nd. This looks good for Fanatics, especially now when another New Era player falls. And this is gonna be a Fanatics round. Hobby takes 1st, 36.96, Nero 0.99. Those two are under 37 seconds. Maxi takes 4th. So this is a red round and the score is 6-1. But it's a little too late for Fanatics to start playing good now. And we've seen some mistakes here from a New Era players, which we didn't see in the beginning of the match. So I think they eventually will find the form again. Maxi goes way too wide here, but builds up a lot of speed, so catches up. However, we have 3 Fanatics players at the bottom. Nero in the lead ahead of Incensus, Noobs and Iceman, but Iceman drops down in speed here. Nero still in the lead, 3rd, and Hobby comes back. Also Maxi. Here comes the last turn. This will decide it all. Nero goes way too wide, but will take 1st. But then we have 2 New Era players However, this is still not enough, and Fanatics takes another round. Both Iceman... Well, Iceman didn't make a mistake, but CSR made a mistake. Very close round though. Only 20 hundredths between 1st and 7th place. So CSR, the only player with a mistake there. Very nice round from both teams. So 6-2 now for Fanatics. But they need to keep playing those kind of rounds where no one makes a mistake if they want to make this comeback. And that is very hard, especially on this kind of track which is really short. Oh, a crash from Noops, I believe. Hobby in the lead there for Fanatics. This looks good again for Fanatics. Maxi, dust ending pretty well, and CSR will take first. But oh, can third finish? He got 8 seconds left. What is he doing? Okay, he needs to hit the checkpoint. 4 seconds left. Okay, third is gonna finish, and this is a draw. This is a draw. CSR defeats Habby with 3 milliseconds, and that's enough for this to be a draw. But once again, a very nice round. Both players driving well right now. Alright, but at some point a new era should win here. When we see a mistake from a Fanatics player, it is no, it's not. It's Noops. No, Iceman has made a mistake for a new era. Also third. Yeah, again, it's really hard to see what's going on here since there's no checkpoints. Oh, Habby goes too close to the wall, but Noops makes a mistake. We have Nero and Maxi in the lead for Fanatics. Oh, but then Nero clips the wall. I have no idea what's going on at the back here. CSR comes back with a strong finish, and this is gonna be it. GG, a blue round. A lot of mistakes from Fanatics in the end there. Maxi takes first, but we have 3 new era players after him. And that's enough to close out this track. 7-2 for a new era, who now are in the lead with 2-0 in total, and they have won the match already and will get 3 points in the group stage. However, we will still play the third track as well, since it counts into the rankings. And the third track is Alesso by Tusmat. Of course, that's the login of the mapper, so not sure who it is. But we're gonna do a couple of warm-ups here before we go live. And of course, still important for Fanatics to try and get one point here at least. One track. I'm not sure exactly how the point system works. Perhaps you get 2 points if you win 2 tracks, and then 1 if you win 1. Maybe that's how it works. And we have 1 player missing for a new era. We've got 4 Fanatics players. Oh, okay, I guess it is Sparko. And now we only got 3 Fanatics players. Okay, it's Dido. Yeah. Okay, so we have to wait for Dido before we can go live. But again, this is TM Masters Team Cup 2014. Just started this Sunday with the first group stage matches. We have 60 teams in total, which is a pretty good number for a Trackmania 2 stadium tournament. And we have first a group stage for a couple of weeks, and then we will have a playoffs, which top 2 from each group advance to, and that playoffs is played in single elimination. So still waiting for the 4th Fanatics player here. and in the meantime we will just do some more warm-ups. I can also mention that the world record here is 41.16, also by BX3 Neo. And a good time consistently, I would say, is anything from 0.30 to 0.50. Alright, so it looks like Hobby will replace Dito. And we are going to do one more warm-up, or maybe not. Not sure. Alright, I think we're gonna do one more warm-up here. And then start the third track, which is TMM Alesso by Tasmat. And we're gonna see if Fanatics can win one track or if a new era will win all the 3 tracks and get a great start in this group stage. Alright, that's the end of the last warm-up. Good luck, have fun to the 2 teams. Alright, map is restarted. And again, a new era won the first track 7-1 and then won the second track 7-2. Although I thought Fanatics showed what they are capable of on the second track, but it was a little too late. They started playing good when a new era was up in 6-0. So let's see if they can keep that momentum into this third track. Here we go. First round. Oh, Incensus has made an early mistake from a new era, and also Sparko. Good start for Fanatics. Noobs though in the lead. But it's getting eaten up here by the Fanatics players. Hobby is closing in on him. Surd will lose some speed here. Oh, Hobby crashes, and Noob's now alone in the top here. But he got 3 Fanatics players behind him with 1 turn left. Noob is gonna take it, but then Surd takes second, Maxi takes a third, and Marco takes fourth. And then also Habby with a 6th place. So Fanatics for once gets a good start here and are in the lead with 0-1. Both Incensus and Sparko with early mistakes. Can be a bit tricky here, driving over that border, and also to avoid the no drift here. Well, looks like all 8 players managed to do so. Marco has fallen down a bit, also Sparko. Ooh, Surd makes a mistake. Otler, oh, so many players crashes here. Incensus is still in the lead though. Noobs will clip the pole. I'll be in the lead. Incensus second, Maxi at third. See if I can find another player. Marco at 4th place. Again, looks good for the red team. Incensus might be able to take first here, but it's not gonna be enough. 41.70 by Incensus, but then Hobby, Maxi and Marco make sure that Fanatics goes up to a 0-2 lead now on the third track. So far Fanatics has played a bit better than a New Era on this track. And I thought I saw another A New Era player here with an early mistake. It is Incensus as he makes another mistake again. And a third mistake I think too. Hobby looks to be very good on this track. Surd goes too close to the wall, and also Habby. Two Fanatics players down. Noops and Sparko both ahead of Marco. That rhymed. But behind him, Habby at 4th place. Let's see if I can find any other players. Nope. Noops and Sparko will take 1st and 2nd. And then we have 3 Fanatics players. However, because Otler defeats Surd for 6th place, this is a blue round. Otherwise, it would have been a draw. And we go live with the 4th round here, and Hobby drops down in the start. And then we have a New Era player. It is Sparko. Mistimes that turn totally and is dead last in this round. However, his 3 teammates are in the top. Noops, Incensus and Otler. See what the Fanatics players can do about that. Maxi and Marco will try to defeat these 3 A New Era players. They have to get 1st and 2nd. Surd also up there, makes an appearance. Here comes the ending, close round. Marco goes too wide and he misses the ending. Marco misses the ending and he has to go back. And where is Sparko? Oh, okay, Marco is still ahead of Sparko, but only with a few tenths. But this is a blue round. Noops and Otler make sure of that. Also Incensus takes 4th place. And it's tied up 2-2. So this will be a bit closer on this track. I think it's safe to say. No mistakes from any of the players in the start, as far as I know. And Marco has dropped down slightly. Oh, okay, almost lost his grip in the downhill. See if he can build up some speed. Max C gets a no drift. Falls down to last place. We have Noops in the lead for A New Era. Surd at 2nd. Oh, but then Surd makes a mistake. Habby at 2nd, but Otler and Incensus close by. Noops will take 1st, and then Otler managed to take 2nd, just ahead of Hobby, who is just ahead of Incensus. And then Marco takes 5th, Sparko 6th, Surd 7th, and Maxi 8th. And A New Era has now won 3 rounds in a row, in the lead with 2-2. But still pretty close rounds here, so don't count out Fanatics just yet. This round does not look very good though, with Habby and Marco at 7th and 8th place. Oh, Incensus makes a mistake. Habby should pass him here with a good landing and getting good speed. Surd drops down in speed heavily, and he will drop down to last. See in the front we have Otler in the 1st position. Maxi will try to take that from him, but that's a bad line for Maxi. He might be able to pass Noops. He will do so for 2nd place by Otler, but Otler takes 1st. 41.61, that's a pretty good time. Now it's Sparko's time to miss the finish here. Oh, it's a draw round. Interesting. It is a draw round. Both teams with the same amount of points. So it's still 3-2. Starting the 7th round. Seems like the players have figured out the start a bit better now. We don't see as many mistakes anymore. Maxi is the one at last right now. Oh, Sparko lands on the border and drops down in speed. Maxi can pass him. It's in the front. We have Noops in the lead. Otler will drop down in speed here. Had to go a bit wider. Noops still in the lead. Surd at 2nd. Maxi and Marco doing well for Fanatics. Oh, what's going on? I think Javi made a late mistake there. Noobs take first, Incensus takes second, and Otler takes fourth. So doesn't matter that Sparko gets last. This is a blue round and a new era now, up to 4-2 in the lead. They have won 4 rounds in a row. But Fanatics definitely capable of winning rounds here, so see if they can do that again. We have Hobby in the lead. But new era player made a mistake, but nope. Oh, it was Surd who has dropped down here, a couple of seconds behind the rest. Close fight here, but it is more blue players than red. Can Heavy take first? Maxi with a lot of speed here. Great speed from Maxi. He goes up to second place. Here comes the last turn. Can we have a top 2 for Fanatics? Noobs though with a very nice last turn, and he will take first. 41.60. 10 hundredths ahead of Hobby. And 9 hundredths ahead of Maxi. Let's see here. This is a draw. Another draw. Otler finishing last for new era. But yeah, it seems like Fanatics not able to win the round. They only get draws. So it's still 4-2. Now we are into round 9. Oh, mistake from a new era player. It's Noobs, who has done really good on this track for his team. But it's gonna be able to pass both Oh! Huge mistake from Noobs. Also Otler. Suddenly it looks very good for Fanatics, with both Marco and Hobby in the lead. Sparko and Census could perhaps make a difference here. Oh, Maxi will hit the wall. Marco in the lead ahead of Sparko. Here comes ending. Can Marco stay in the lead? Heavy comes back strongly, and he's gonna not take second because he's 1 millisecond behind Sparko. But this is gonna be a red round. Otler and Noobs with those early mistakes finishes 7th and 8th. Now the score is 4-3. We are into round 10. A lot of draws on this track. Oh, a red player now drops down. It's Maxi. It's a third at 7th place. Oh, Maxi with another mistake. Here's Marco. Can we build up some speed here? Very nice turn from Marco. Might be able to pass a couple of players here. Goes for a wide line, but that's good here. You build up a lot of speed. Hobby in the lead, but we have 3 new era players. Marco needs to have a strong finish. Oh, but he comes into it wrongly. And he's not gonna be better than 4th place, and this is gonna be a blue round. Noobs at 2nd, Incensus at 3rd. Otler at 5th and Sparko at 6th. 2 Fanatics players at the bottom. So a new era back to a 2-point lead at 5-3. And they have 2 more rounds to close out this last track. Oh! Who was it? Someone crashed. It was Surd. He's in a bad phase right now. Has made a couple of mistakes in a row. Oh, Noobs for a new era. Will fall down to last place. Surd can pass him. Abby continues to drive really good for Fanatics. He's always in the top, and now he's with Otler. Close fight. Then we have Maxi, but he's not gonna get as much speed here as Sparko and Incensus. They will both pass him. Can Maxi get a good ending here? Abby looks to take first. That's good for Fanatics, but very close here behind them. And this is a red round, I believe. Yes, it is. Very close round, and a very nice time from Abby. 41.36. That's a great time. We in fact got 6 players under 42 seconds, so that was a great round. Probably the best round so far. Very close. Fanatics makes it a 1-point difference again. 5-4. Trying to see if anyone crashed there. Oh! Otler has dropped down to last. This gives an opportunity for Fanatics to tie up the score. However, it looks like we have a lot of blue players in the front. Both Maxi and Marco. has crashed. Otler with another mistake. Here's Marco at 7th place. Maxi at 6th. In the front we have Incensus and Noobs. If they can get 1st and 2nd. This might be on a new era round, but Noobs makes a mistake. Heavy almost crashed, but keeps himself on the road and into the finish at 3rd place, and we are going to have a draw because of that. So another draw. I don't know, we've had like 5 draws or something. The score is still 5-4. This 3rd track is longer than the 2 other tracks in total almost. Has anyone crashed in the start? That is my question. Sparko has done so. Third and Maxi has also dropped down slightly here. Oh, third with a mistake. Sparko. Ooh, okay, he made it. Very close to the wall. Noobs also with a mistake. After going in the top, Habby of course doing really good for Fanatics, but he got Incensus and Otler around him, surrounding him. And who's gonna take first? It is Incensus, and because of that this is a blue round. Close though. Habby with 2nd place. Good round again. 6-4 now for a new era. They could close out this match. Has already won the 2 first tracks of course, but wants to win the 3rd one as well. It's very important for a group stage. And looks good here with Marco and Third having some trouble in the start. Oh, and then Hobby, Fanatics most important player in this track, makes a mistake, and that's pretty much the nail in the coffin here for Fanatics. We have Noob in the lead, Otler at 2nd. Sparko and the Incensus doing good as well. Only Maxi up there for Fanatics. Here comes the last turn. Marco makes a mistake, and we are going to have a blue round. A new era wins the 3rd track, 7-4. So that makes the total score 7-1, 7-2, 7-4 for a new era.